Well, I've held back talking about morbid things for a while, so back to murder it is. Welcome to Interesting History. I hope you're all holding up well. Today is a real complicated one. It's about room 1046 and the mystery surrounding it. So strap in and let's get going. The hotel president in Kansas City, Missouri had an interesting experience on January 2nd, 1935, when a man going by the name Roland T. Owen checked in for a one-time stay. The bellboy took him to his room, numbered 1046, where Roland placed his only belongings, a comb, a brush, and toothpaste from his coat pocket on the bathroom counter, before leaving. Things started to get word immediately, when partway through the day, a maid came to clean, and she found Roland sitting with the shades drawn and a single lamp providing light. Roland instructed her that the door was to remain unlocked for a friend who was going to be arriving shortly, before himself leaving, notably frightened and uneasy. Returning a few hours later, the maid found Roland lying on the bed with a note on the table reading, "Dawn, I will be back in 15 minutes. Wait." Early the next day, she was cleaning the room and overheard Roland stating, "No, Dawn, I don't want to eat. I am not hungry. I just ate breakfast," over the phone. After a few hours on the loop to switch out the towels, her knocks on the door were returned this time with an unfamiliar, gruff voice stating they didn't want any towels. Things get stranger, as later in the day, Roland was picked up by a Robert Lane a few blocks away in nothing but pants and an undershirt, exposing a nasty cut on his arm, telling Robert, "I'll kill that tomorrow." Though that's not exactly what happened. At 7 a.m. the next day, room 1046's phone was noted to be off the hook in the lobby, so a bellboy was sent up to hang up the phone. Upon arrival, however, a do not disturb sign was on the door. The bellboy was still answered by his knocks with a "come inside and turn the lights on." However, with no passkey at the time, he simply shouted to have the phone hung up. Another bellboy was later sent up with a passkey this time, and simply ignored the seemingly naked and intoxicated Roland sprawled out on the bed. Turns out the phone stand was knocked over, so the bellboy set it back up, hung up the phone, and left. A few hours later, however, the phone was once again noted to be off its handle, and another bellboy was sent up. This time, however, things went differently in the most grim way possible. Roland was discovered crouched on the floor, covered in blood, and on the brink of death. The evidence showed that he was tied up, repeatedly stabbed, and skull was fractured from blunt force. However, the semi-conscious Roland claimed that he simply fell against the bathtub until he slipped into a coma and passed away later that night. With things getting weirder, no record of Roland T. Owen was even found. Assumably, he simply used a fake name. Even stranger though, only a tie label, a cigarette, and a hairpin, along with 4 fingerprints, were discovered on the scene of the crime. This led to nothing, as nothing else was found at all. The soap, the shampoo, the towels, they were all missing, and not a single piece of clothing was found in the entire room. Who killed Roland? Was that even his real name? Who was this Dawn? Who attacked Roland before? What is with all the weirdness? I don't know, but it's seriously heavy-duty interesting, and quite a bit of history. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for the buckets of support. Do you have a suggestion? Hit me up. I'm always open, and it really truly helps me find topics people actually want to hear about. Thanks again, have a fantastic night, and a fantastic dawn.